I didn't really set out to be a pioneer. I just kind of started because I was interested in it. But the fact that it was a while ago and I'm older than I look, it enabled me to do things before other females were doing it, just because there weren't many females doing it at the time. I mean, there were very few as far as like DJing, scratching, turntablism, stuff like that. So I was able to be one of the few female pioneers in that genre as far as that goes. And then, you know, I was the first female to release a turntablist album, which is like an album composed of scratching and stuff like that, but it's still original because you're playing it. And I'm still the only one that's done that, and this is like 14 years later. But there are a lot more females in the game now. In turntablism, it's still few, but there's tons of female DJs now. There were actually quite a few female DJs back then. It just wasn't as many as the males, but they were only mixing. There were very few that scratched and stuff like that. So as far as that goes, like nowadays there's tons of female DJs. Not all of them are good, but not all the guys are good either. So, but the girls have this thing where they can get naked and get a lot of money for it, whether they're DJing or not. So but it's like the same thing for guys, just maybe something different. It's like all who you know. It doesn't matter, like, you know, it's who you dated, and now you're this big DJ. You may have dated a celebrity or something. So it's both sides. But as far as blazing a trail, I never really set out to do that. I just wanted to do cool stuff. And I've always been into stuff that was more kind of the guy thing to do. I was into martial arts. I used to teach Taekwondo. That was more of a male thing, fighting and stuff like that. Playing the drums. I was the only female drummer in the band. So I was kind of used to that, and so I didn't really think anything of it when I got to DJing and stuff like that. But then, like, halfway through, like maybe around like 1999, 2000, I noticed, like, some people were asking me to teach them. I noticed that there weren't any like videos out there to learn how to DJ. So I wanted to make something like that, not just to teach people, but also to inspire other girls, because I figured if they saw a girl doing it, then they might think, oh, I can do this. Usually technology and stuff like that, it's just dudes, and maybe they might have a girlfriend that's interested, but they're like, no, it's my stuff, and you can't, you know, they want to keep it to themselves sometimes. Fortunately, my husband was like, here, I'll teach you whatever you want to know, and then I taught him some stuff about computers. He knew nothing about computers, and so it was a give and take. But a lot of girls aren't fortunate to have that type of experience, so I wanted to maybe make something where they might be inspired too. So I made an instructional DVD series that teaches how to mix, scratch, and beat, juggle for guys and girls, and at the time it was just VHS, and then we went on to DVDs. And then, I mean, as far as inspiring girls, otherwise I made a battle record. A battle record is like a DJ Tools type record with scratch sounds and beats to juggle and phrases to use maybe in battles or in production and stuff like that. And at the time there were none, they were mostly male oriented. Like, it was, as a female producer, it was really, or turntablist also, it was very hard for me to find stuff I could use unless I got it directly off a record or I dug and found it. There weren't any like DJ Tools records that had female vocals on it, you know, dissing the guys if I wanted to battle or something like that. So I set out to do a battle record like that, catering towards females, and I partnered up with a friend of mine, DJ Step One, and we made Bikini Wax, which is like strong enough for a man but made for a woman. So guys use it too, but it was geared towards females. So just cool, fun projects that I thought there's a void in the market and it needed to be done. But it's not like I was like, I'm going to pioneer this, and you know, it just kind of happens that way. But I'm grateful that I get to do it.